Hello everyone and welcome back to Passion Sundays, the best way to end the week and start another. Our guest today is ranked as one of the top 10 leadership coaches, and he's got a phenomenal Directive Psychology Institute that he's going to tell us all about. Arthur, thank you very much for being with us here today.
My pleasure, Moustafa.
I really appreciate it.
It's really great being here.
Leadership, one of the hottest topics, and again, passionate leadership is one of the dearest topics to my heart. So being able to talk to one of the world's best leadership coaches is an awesome thing.
Thank you.
First question is, what does passion mean to you?
Well, passion, okay, this is my version of passion. Passion stems from the belief that in the process of doing something, you can be more of who you want to be while being who you are, okay? Which basically means that, okay, anything that you do that gives you that potential of being more creates passion.
I love it. Awesome. And how does passion relate to leadership?
Well, okay, here, let me ask you a question. I mean, if you are in a situation where your boss is always like this, okay, and there's no excitement, there's no passion, there's no bigger, grand picture, there's no is essential, there's no purpose that you see in the distance, nothing greater, are you going to be motivated?
Not really.
Are you going to be engaged?
Not at all.
Not at all. Why? Because, well, passion passion is the thing that also creates passion. If you are in an environment that is unpassionate, that is not exciting, that is not fun, that is not where people are moving, they're making things better, they're achieving something that they can be proud of, okay? Then, well, you're going to be less engaged, and you're not going to be very excited, and you're going to be, and even if you have amazing skills, even if you have incredible potential, if you are in that kind of an environment, you will be an underachiever.
Yeah, love your passion for it. It's very obvious. And as beautiful as it is, I always like to ask that challenging question of, it's easy when it's easy, but when going is going tough, how do you actually find passion?
Well, see, that's the whole thing about focus, right? Okay, I mean, okay, let me just give you one other thing. Okay, first of all, when you focus on something, you notice the things that you're focusing on. You're saying, oh my gosh, the economy is so difficult. Everything is so difficult. The people, are not engaged, and people don't want to show up for work, and it's like, and you focus on all this stuff. Well, guess what? You're going to see all of that, and you're going to delete all of the other things, all of the potential great things. Just like when, let's say, for example, you're working, you're kind of going on, and you're doing everything perfectly for 3 months, and then you make one mistake. And then suddenly nobody remembers what you've been doing for the past 3 things. It's just that one mistake. And suddenly everything that you had built up, that momentum, that excitement, and everything else, just bam! Okay? And you lose your passion because the people around you are now focusing on what you are not doing or what you're doing wrong instead of what you have done or what you have the potential to achieve. So environment and the leadership ability to focus, to help people focus on how they can be valuable, how they can move past their mistakes, how they can be excellent, how they can bring out the best of who they are, and even if they make mistakes, how they can use those mistakes to improve their competencies. That is when you develop an organization that has passion. It's about what you focus on.
I love it. And how does then, or actually, what makes, if I want to conclude with one question, is because we talked a lot about passion and about leadership. What makes a passionate leadership? Or a passionate leader?
Well, okay, a passionate leader. Again, okay, this is not uncommon to the idea of having a vision. Okay, the leader must have a vision. You have to have some kind of a bigger picture, that end result, that vision. Okay, and that there should be some purpose connected to it. Okay, and it's not just about making money. It's about doing something bigger than just yourselves. Okay, but here's the thing: the leader has to see. Here's the. Oftentimes, people expect that a leader must have certain level of competencies. Okay, well, here's the thing. Research has shown that multiple competencies, including things that are missing in some, other people have them, and they're great leaders. People are just like, wow, okay, they don't have this competency, and this guy may have it, and this guy is like, doing well, this guy is doing well, this other guy has none of these, and he's also being a great leader, but they're all different. Why? Okay, so the thing is that people are focused too much on the leadership competencies instead of the development of the individual to become a great leader. See, do you have friends?
Hopefully.
I mean, besides Facebook, right?
Yeah, obviously. I still have some real friends. I've had a handful. I've got a handful.
So let's say, for example, you go out with your friends. You're going to behave. Your behavior will be different than you have with your family. And your behavior with your friends or your family is also going to be different than what you have with your at work, right? So what ends up happening is that you literally your environment is bringing out different facets of who you are, right? And because that environment is bringing out different facets of who you are, a great leader is one who develops an environment that supports passion, that literally helps people to be from where they are now to who they want to become. Yeah. Right? And so a passionate leader can draw from, maybe he's a good leader with his kids, but maybe he's not really that good with the employees, okay? And maybe he's really good with one of his friends. He's got some leadership qualities, and so he brings some from here, from this environment, and he identifies the thing that really make him the best of who he is, and he creates his own leadership identity. And we actually even have a whole process for this with Directive Communication Psychology. And that is where you develop passionate leaders, because they're not pretending. They actually are being the best of who they are and just refining who they already are, which means it's also a sustainable leadership model. A lot of times people go to these trainings and then they say, you have to have this, and you have to be this, and you have to do this to be a good leader and everything else. And people try that. And 3 weeks later, it's like, they just kind of end up going back to how they were because it's not natural. It's not really them.
It has to come from.
Exactly. And having that focus of identifying how whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're building pipes, whether you're manufacturing phones, whether you are developing people, or whether you're handling people's money, it doesn't matter. Okay? Whatever it is that you are doing, okay? Finding the purpose of your contribution, your essence of the bigger picture, your place, not in the organization, not in the industry, but how are you and your company making a difference to the people that you meet every day? Okay, the people that interact with you, customers, clients, each other. And seeing your work as an opportunity to make a global impact. Because, right now we're on a global situation.
The world needs a lot of help.
You've got these people over here, then they go and they move and they go to a different country, and then over here, and imagine if you make a difference in 5 people's lives, if you find a way to make them better, improve their perspectives, those 5 people are going to affect their families, their children,
it's a multiplier
their
effect,
friends, and those people are going to affect others and others and others, and eventually we will have a better world because we are passionate about who we are and what we are achieving with each other, regardless of our jobs.
I love it. Make impact. No better way to end this.
Awesome.
As a passionate leader. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Awesome. Passion! What do you think? I would really love to hear your opinion. If you found this episode useful, share it on social media and let us know your opinion on the blog below. And if you'd like more tools, tips, techniques, and exclusive interviews that I only share on my website, go to Moustafa.com. And until next episode, live passionately. And a big thank you goes to Right Selection, the partners for Arthur in the region. If you'd like to book him, go to their website.